Part 4, Tarot on Crystals. Part 3 was a little long, but all that was sort of tied together and had to be presented like that. The last thing I wanted to say about Part 3 is that the name of a crystal. That the name of a crystal, if you name it and it becomes a key, that if anything happens to you or you lose that crystal or somebody tries to take that crystal, it cannot be repurposed other than by somebody with a pure intention, pure heart, and it will take some work for them to repurpose that crystal. So that was the last thing I wanted to finish off on saying about part 3. This is part 4. I just got a couple things to go over. I'm probably going to have a part 5. I'll go over some individual crystals and some readings I got on individual crystals. But let's finish up here part 4. And I have a question of, do crystals like music? And the answer is yes. It's another way to energize them, actually. They love music and it helps them unite with you. But it does depend on the music. Anything loving sounding, like all the orchestra music, all the greats, where there's a lot of truth in that music, that energizes them. Any music that soothes your soul will be good for the crystals. If you like music that is hard pounding, heavy metal type stuff, I don't know that would be that good for your crystals. And you probably should listen to that kind of stuff when you're in the car or something, away from your crystals if you really like that music. But for the purpose of working a working crystal, it matters. For if you just have crystals in your house and you just have them for beauty, it doesn't matter what you listen to. I'm just saying if you're trying to get your crystals to be energetic and do things for you. So music is another way that can energize them. Now I want to get into a geode. I wondered about a geode because it's a whole crystal as it's formed. And yet we break them, we cut them, we polish them, we do all kind of things with geodes. So I was wondering if it's more powerful before it's broken or cut. And it went into a big story. The short answer there is yes. But like any crystal, if you work with it, it becomes more powerful than the whole. And a broken or cut geode shows great beauty. I mean, this is what my cards are saying. And a piece that is cut, worked with, can become as powerful as the whole geode. Seems to be the best crystal to share with some of those close to you. Now, a geode, if you can actually get a whole geode and get it cut into pieces, like a piece for each of your family, or just 2 pieces, one for you and somebody that's special to you, that geode, if it's the same geode and you work with it beforehand before giving pieces out, that could be a very powerful thing to pass out to people. My cards ain't really going into it, but I'm thinking it creates a really a good connection between you and whoever you give that geode to. I mean, you might be able to just hold that geode and talk into it and hold it to your ear. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that. But it seems that these crystals, it's the same crystal split. If you give one to somebody, hey, we're talking about, spooky action at a distance, So I'm just saying that's something to think about and consider. And I'm going to wrap that up for today. That is all the real in-depth studies I've done just generally on crystals. If you have any questions, write them below. I'd be glad to look into it and present the answers that I come up with. And that's the end of part 4. Stay tuned. Part 5, I'm going to go into some individual crystals I have and what they've done for me. So come back. We'll see you.